Of the USA Hockey Arena and the 2025 Under-17 Four Nations Tournament. Our matchup this evening is between Team Slovakia and Team USA. USA Hockey would like to remind all fans, be on alert throughout the game and during stoppages. Pucks, sticks, and flying objects can leave the ice surface and cause serious injury. USA Hockey Arena is a family-friendly environment. Please do not throw objects onto the ice. Objects thrown could injure players or officials. Anyone caught throwing objects onto the playing surface will be immediately removed from the building. USA Hockey Arena prohibits the use of air horns at any time. Abusive language and smoking are not permitted. Enjoy the game responsibly. Thank you for your cooperation. Also, please be warned that the pregame lighting show and video board may feature strobe-like lighting and effects. The referees for today's game as assigned by USA Hockey are Ryan Baker and Joseph Holmes. The linesmen are Gerard Lamoureux and Jacob Tolfree. It's now time for the pregame show, presented by Tammy Brown Agency Farm Bureau Insurance.
It's more than just four walls and a roof over your head. That's why they say there's no place like it. Home is where you put down roots and making memories.
Okay, let's have a good one. Thought the first game went okay. Hello again, friends. Welcome to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. On this Tuesday, August afternoon, international hockey at the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. This game, the first game for both of these teams, Team Slovakia against the USA U17 Selects. My name's Pete Krepsky. Thank you for tuning in. Tori Taylor is our producer. This is the opening game for both of these teams. As I said before, USA did play a pre-tournament game on Sunday in Ann Arbor against an all-star team of high school players. Won that game 4-0. So we will see what happens in this one. All of the USA players, 2009 birthdays, all of them are draft choices or tenders of the United States Hockey League. 3 or 4 of these players are draft choices of teams in the Canadian Hockey League. But everyone has been scouted, and there's a ton of talent on Team USA. Slovakia, we don't know much about them. We're going to find out this afternoon. One of their players, Alexander Ferreira, is a Fargo Force draft choice in the United States Hockey League. So we will see what happens in this one. This afternoon, the first game of the tournament. Czechia beat Switzerland by a score of 7-1. But we will see what happens in this one. We've got lines on both sides, so let's take a look how Slovakia lines up. Matus Valek. And I know that looks like Thomas Selleck, but it's Tomas Salic. So you fans of Blue Bloods and Magnum PI, I know you're probably sad about that. But Tomas Salic is with Matus Valek and Samuel Pisarcik. Patrick Rishlik is with Richard Halash and Jakub Simonchek. Tomas Kubak is with Dusan Oleshik and Patrick Shishka. Christopher Podkanicki has Ivan Gonchar on one side, Samuel Marianek on the other side. On the Slovak defense, Oliver Bodka with Alexander Lishnovsky. I know how the name is spelled. You see it on the screen, but it is pronounced Lucas Chongrady with Adam Patlevich. Roman Jacques is paired with Alexander Ferreira. Matej Medvik with Matej Ponzik. Looks like starting in goal it'll be Jakub Kosar. And that's how Slovakia lines up in this one. See how USA lines up. This is pretty much the same lineup that they used on Sunday. Rylan Rooney in between Brooks DeMars and Braden Scuderi. Colin Grubb has got Ethan Sung on one side, Jerry DiConzolo on the other. Ty Bergeron, one of the local players from Flat Rock, has Gunnar Conboy on one side, Michael Tang on the other. Sawyer Schmidt has Mark Pape on the left, Logan Anderson on the right. On the USA defense, this is the defense they used on Sunday. Anthony Valeni with Charlie Miniman, Cameron Manella with Jack Prunty, Becker Wenkus with Caleb Dinovich, and both goaltenders played on Sunday, but I'm guessing Mason Corville, the draft choice of the Flint Firebirds, will get the start in this game against Slovakia. So we will see what happens. Referees coming on the ice. If you're new to international competition, we always bring it up because we always have new viewers coming in. There's no national anthem before the game. They will play the national anthem of the winning team after the game. So that's a little different format in international competition. I believe teams will stand on the blue lines and the captains will shake hands, and they usually have a gift to give And that's pretty much the size of it. We'll get this game underway in short order. Teams in the tournament will play 3 games in it's called the preliminary round. And then on Saturday, we'll have the third place game at 1 o'clock. And at 4:30 on Saturday, it'll be the championship game. Get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400. Make sure you say hello to Luke, to Peter, and to Caleb. They will take care of all of your ticket needs. Got plenty of room for you. You're watching from Slovakia. Thank you for tuning in. It's early evening in Slovakia, roughly 4:30 Eastern time here in Plymouth. If you're new to USA Hockey Arena, we are in Plymouth, Michigan, which is between Detroit and Ann Arbor, a little closer to Ann Arbor. So again, we talk about Team USA and the U17 selects. All these guys have been scouted. Every one of them is either a USHL, and most of them are USHL tenders or draft picks. There are a handful in the Canadian Hockey League. So you say, well, what's the attraction? Well, if you follow the United States Hockey League and you follow the National Team Development Program, which plays in the USHL, you're getting an early look at some of these young, talented players that are going to be in the USHL this year. So we're waiting for the 2 teams to come out on the ice. Big clock is counting down with about 2:40 left. Here comes Team Slovakia. Jakub Husar will get the start in goal. You can see USA selects, they're coming out right now. My impression watching Team USA on Sunday, a team with speed, a team with tenacity. And here comes Team USA. And it will be Mason Corville getting the start in goal for Team USA. Corville last year with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Junior Knights played very well, 32 games played, a .924 save percentage. Don't know if U17s will rotate the 2 goaltenders. Caden Tate, a Des Moines Buccaneer prospect, is the other goaltender. So everybody's shaking hands down at the penalty box area. You see it in the bottom part of your screen. Good look at Team USA. And yeah, they exchange little pennants. Connor Gomboy, and Tomas Salic.
On defense, number 27, Oliver Botka. On defense, number 7, Alexander Lichnowsky. And today's starting goaltender for Team Slovakia is number 1, Jakub Husar. The head coach for Team Slovakia is Peter Kudelka. And now the long mechanical starters for Team USA. At left wing from Shaker Heights, Ohio, number 22, Mark Pape. At center from Buffalo, New York, number 17, Sawyer Schmidt. At right wing from Estero, Florida, number 15, Logan Anderson. On defense from Edina, Minnesota, number 14, Becker Wankus. On defense from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, number 5, Caleb Dinovich. And today's starting goaltender for Team USA from Palmyra, PA, number 30, Mason Corville. The head coach for Team USA is Jason Guerrero.
So we get the announcement of the starting lineups. Thank you, Eric Long. Team USA in the distinctive whites go right to left in the first period. A great center ice shot, and we get this game underway between Team USA selects the U17s and Slovakia. Puck around on the right point, and a shot blocked. The shot attempt, Caleb Dinovic. Puck behind the Slovakian goal. Pape on the forecheck in deep for USA. Puck taken away, holding it in the high slot. Now here's Pape, a shot right off the bat and off the shoulder of Hussar. Good intercept by Sawyer Schmidt. Centering feed out in front intended for Logan Anderson. And it was taken away by Matus Valek of Slovakia. USA right off the hop, a good forecheck. Lichnowsky trying to beat the forecheck, does, and now both teams go to change. Good start for the U17 selects. And again, if you're new to this is not the National Team Development Program. This is a whole different team. All 90 birthdays, all 89 birthdays. Centering feed deep by Rylan Rooney. And that was played away but not out. Shot high slot. Went off the shoulder of Jakob Hussar. The shot by Cameron Manila. USA right off the hop. Good work. It is National Work Like a Dog Day. And USA working like dogs in the first couple of shifts. And we're going to get penalties right off the hop. It's going to be USA. Going to be Brooks DeMars off for USA. And this comes at the 1:15 mark. So Slovakia an early power play in a scoreless game in the first period. Schmidt on the draw, wins it cleanly for the U17s. Puck held in, and Schmidt trying to get it out. Taken away, centering feed and a shot blocked out in front, did not get to the net, and they score at the right post. Going to be Tomáš Salic. And Slovakia takes a 1-0 lead. Salic the goal. They score on a power play 13 seconds into the extra man. Loose puck at the right post. And Salic follows up and put it in. So 8 gets the goal. Time of the goal, 1:29. Tomáš Salic, who had 24 goals last year for his club team in Slovakia. Puck shot the length of the ice by USA. So Slovakia off to a good start. They score on the power play. Drop it to the right of Corville. One nothing Slovakia. Face-off won by Grubb of USA. Played up the left boards, chopped ahead by Jerry DiConzolo.
Scored by number 8, Tomáš Salic. Assisted by number 10, Jakub Simonček.
DiConzolo coming over the line, centering feed, and he hit the goalpost. Rang it right off the chime. That was close. USA looking for the equalizer there. Puck taken away. Holding it, Grubb. Left point a shot by Valeni, blocked, did not get to the net. They jam at the left post. Puck played away and behind the net. DiConzolo hit traffic on the centering feed. Valeni at the left point and a 1-0 Slovakia lead. Back behind the net, DiConzolo. Takes it to the right corner with USA in the middle of changes. 1-0 Slovakia on the goal by Tomáš Salic. And now Slovakia looking for a change. They'll be called on the icing. They'll get that change as the whistle blows. Good look at Anthony Valeni. He is a draft choice of the Muskegon Lumberjacks. And all you USHL people will try to get all those mentions in as we get a chance. 1-0 Slovakia. Good face-off win. And the shot high slot, Gunnar Conboy. Wide of the net. after Ty Bergeron won the draw. Heavy hit in the left corner, we play on in a 1-0 Slovakia lead. Bergeron left wing the shot in the circle for Gunnar Conboy. And the save made, so two tendered players in the USHL hook up there. Bergeron out of the corner, he's with Muskegon. Conboy, a tendered player for Green Bay, got the shot, and the save made for Hussar. Drop it to the right of Hussar. Bergeron won the draw, drew it behind him. Conboy's shot, ripped it wide. And the lively carom goes all the way back into U17 territory. Back to get it, Dinovich. Draft choice of the Waterloo Blackhawks. And Dinovich starting it up, a 1-0 Slovakia lead. Stretch pass, Conboy coming in, score! And we're tied at 1. Excellent pass out of the zone by Dinovich. And Conboy, head of the play, ties this game at 1. Time of the goal, 3:22. Excellent pass right there, and right up the gut. Here comes Conboy. Takes his time and puts it in. That's 11 from 5 for sure. Conboy out of Lakeville North High School last year in Minnesota High School. Excellent numbers there. We're tied at 1. 6 shots in the game, 2 goals. Pretty good batting average. Manila at center for USA, plays it around the boards in Slovakia territory. Held in briefly, right point, Jake Prunty. Slovakia brings it back, a centering feed in the high slot, and the USA end, taken away by Prunty in a 1-1 game now. Puck top to left circle, played away by Manila.
By number 11, Gunnar Conboy.
And they score again. Shot at the right post, put in. Time of the goal, 3:58. This is going to be the Youngstown Phantom prospect, Logan Anderson. Anderson set up at the right post as you were getting the announcement. Excellent pass by Schmidt to the right post. Logan Anderson put it in, 2-1 USA. Time of the goal, 3:58. So the goal's coming fast and furious early on. Two-1 USA. Quick timeout by Slovakia as they get reorganized. 2-1. U17 selects. Valeni in his own end. Up the middle, and it clicks to Braden Scuderi. Knows this building well, Braden Scuderi. Won a national championship in this building a couple of years ago. 2-1 USA. Scuderi, a good job holding it at the right point. Working in deep, and a centering feed blocked in the rebound. That set up well for Rylan Rooney. And the glove stop by Hussar. See Scuderi, a good job to keep it alive. And Rooney took the return pass, got the shot. And the save made for Jakob Hussar. So a quick start to this game. And that man got it started offensively for USA. An excellent stretch pass. The defenseman Caleb Dinovich. 2-1 USA lead now.
15, Logan Anderson. That goal assisted by number 17, Sawyer Schmidt, and number 21, Cameron Manella. Team USA goal scored by Anderson, assisted by Schmidt and Manella. Goal scored at 3:58.
2-1 U17 selects. Battle for it at the half wall in the USA end. Referee watching it all. Dirty work done cheap by the boys on both sides. And USA digging it free. Puck played away, and it goes into Mason Corville. He'll make the stop and hold it and get a face-off. 2-1 USA lead now. We'll give you the public address announcement as we can in terms of goals for sure, and penalties if we get a chance. Our PA announcer is Eric Long. Drop it to the right of Corville. Bergeron on the draw, local player from Flat Rock. Slovakia wins the draw. Shot right point by Lushnowski. Hit a stick, did not get through. Lushnowski holding on to it, a redirect, and a fine stop by Corville. He was tested there. Lushnowski at the right point, and a 2-1 USA lead. Taking a long look, he'll play it to the half wall. Bergeron chasing his man. Backhand at lower rim of the circle, an attempt by Valek did not get to the USA net. And the U17 selects play it into Slovakia territory. Pretty good pace to this first 5:40. 2-1 USA. Chipping and chasing for Slovakia, Pisarcik. Playing it around on the boards, Salic to the right corner. Pisarcik behind the net, looks for a play. He was checked on the play, Pisarcik one more time. Has Salic with him, Salic in the left corner. In behind the net for Rishlik. Back on the right point, Patlevich, and it's out center ice. Patlevich settling it down for Slovakia. USA with a 7-1 shots on goal advantage early on. 2-1 U17 selects. Puck shot deep into the USA end. Battling with his man, Charlie Miniman. Going in against Richard Halash. Halash trying to play it in deep, taken away. Look out, a suicide pass. Pape knocked right down. And he is down on the ice. Boy, that's a definition of a suicide pass right there. And Pape is looking for the Slovakian truck that hit him. I don't think there's a penalty on the play. But if you want a textbook suicide pass, there you go. No penalties on the play. We'll have a face-off in the USA end. Drop it to the right of Corville and a 2-1 U17 select lead. Slovakia wins the draw. Left point, a shot blocked. Getting a pad on that was Braden Scuderi. Shot on a second attempt goes into Corville. He'll hold it out and get a face-off. So a 2-1 USA lead. Tomas Salic for Slovakia. The replies for USA, Gunnar Comboy, and Logan Anderson. Drop it to the right of Corville. Slovakia winning the draw. Scuderi trying to get it out. Held in. Weak shot from the right circle by Olesiak, and the save made for Corville. Olesiak let it go. Would have been offside if he played it. He did not. Stretch pass ahead. Look out. DeMars coming in. Partial breakaway. Scores! And USA just too much speed in transition. And they make it 3-1. The goal of Brooks DeMars. Take another look. Excellent pass out of the zone again. And DeMars worked right in. Went backhand and put it inside the far post. 3-1 USA. Time of the goal, 7:06. Brooks DeMars, a Penticton V's prospect. DeMars last year with the Long Island Goals. 84 points in 65 games. That's pretty good. And you can see why as he put that shot into the net. So the play whistle dead. USA's opened up a 3-1 lead. Podkanicki on the draw for Slovakia. USA getting organized on their face-off play. Grubb for USA. Podkanicki won the draw for Slovakia. Shot at the point, fluttered it on Corville. He blockered it away. Continue to battle in the USA end. Held in at the right point.
Number 8, Brooks DeMars. Assisted by number 5, Caleb Dinovich. Team USA goal scored by DeMars, assisted by Dinovich. Goal scored at 7:06.
So Dinovich's second excellent stretch pass. Meanwhile, a shot in tight right wing by Ivan Gonchar. Save made by Corville, and the puck shot deep into Slovakia territory. Stretch pass Husar, intended for Podkanicki. Taken away and held in by Slovakia. Right wing a shot, hard on goal. The shot by Pisarchuk, and the save made by Corville. Pisarchuk looking for a pass out in front. Has it right wing, severe angle shot. Slight piece of that for Corville. So Slovakia is coming right back after a 3-goal USA barrage. 3-1 now, USA. 8:30 into the period. Puck around on the left side. Pisarchuk playing it out center ice, Salic. To center for Slovakia. Over the line, Budka. Playing it around on the boards, trying to hold it right side. Lishnovsky. Lishnovsky, defenseman, up on the play. Conboy can't quite get it out. Salic for Lishnovsky. A shot, severe angle, and a save by Corville, so he's been tested. USA working over the line, but Ty Bergeron went over the line before the puck did at the Slovakia blue line. That's called on the offside. So a quick start here in this one. Slovakia take a look at the upcoming games in this in the National Team Development Program. So if you don't know, the National Team Development Program plays here. And we open it up in regular season play on September 26th, 27th against the Youngstown Phantoms. In case you don't know, the the USA National Team Development Program U18 team plays NCAA Division I teams. We call it the Kroger College Hockey Series. Notre Dame is in here on October the 3rd. Lake Superior State and Ferris State in later on in October. Our annual Kids Day game, always fun at 10:30 in the morning in December. Youngstown Phantoms come in. One of our national games, the Chipotle All-American game, which will be on the NHL Network Thursday, January the 15th. We have another Five Nations tournament in February. That's another U17 Five Nations tournament. And late in the season, our Military Appreciation Weekend, call it Hero Salute and Military Appreciation Weekend with the Waterloo Blackhawks. Get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400. Make sure you say hello to Luke, to Peter, and to Caleb. They will take care of all of your ticket needs. 3-1 USA. Dinovic playing it around on the boards in Slovakia territory. Slovakia trying to regroup. Lead pass ahead at center. Missed Simonchek, and it goes the length of the ice. And Slovakia called on an icing. Game earlier today, Czechia broke open a 1-0 lead after one. With 4 in the second period, they beat Switzerland 7-1. Czechia impressive in that game. Schmidt, directing traffic, will take the draw for USA in the offensive zone and won it. Logan Anderson trying to get to the net, and that failed to click. Dinovic, his side of center. Real good puck rushing defenseman. He has 2 assists tonight. Round on the boards, good to see Pape back in the lineup and in the game. Pape left corner. Work at left point intended for Wenkus. Pape behind the net. And a 3-1 USA lead. Wenkus midpoint of the line. Backhands it in deep to the end wall. Pape first man there. Tried to center it. Looking for Sawyer Schmidt. Slovakia trying to get it out. USA trying to work the forecheck. Slovakia back over the line. Oleshak. A shot. Stopped by Corville. And the puck out of play. These are all 2009 birthdays. And even so, NHL scouts are here watching. So they're not available for the NHL draft for a couple of years, but the NHL scouts are here. I counted this afternoon for the first game, maybe 6 NHL teams. There are more here now. DeMars working out of his own end, looking for the return pass and gets it over the Slovakia line. Played it to the end wall, gives Chasen a 3-1 USA lead. Left point, Valeni. Played it left goal line. Centering feed. And a fine stop by Hussar on Brooks DeMars. USA with their speed and transition. This started at the point with Valeni. And DeMars had an excellent chance along, I believe that's with Scuderi. Overhead shot will show you. Yeah, Scuderi rooting around for that loose puck like the hungry dog looking for the prime rib. Drop it to the left of that man there, Jakob Hussar. USA has it back on the right point. Working around right side, Ethan Sung got the shot and the save made for Hussar. Ethan Sung, a Sioux Falls Stampede prospect. And Sung out of Shattuck St. Mary's last year. 59 points in 47 games. Ethan Sung, number 12. Good look at Cameron Manella, number 21 at the point. Right side, Lisnovsky. Up the right side, and here comes Slovakia. Selic over the line, in deep. Moving it right out in front in the backdoor feed, and they score. Selic a lot of the work, but young man sneaking through the back door, through the living room and right to the kitchen. It'll be Matus Valek. And Valek with the goal, and all of a sudden it's 3-2. Selic, a lion's share of the work. And Valek had position at the left post, put it in. Time of the goal, 10:42. 23 from 8, and maybe a second assist. We'll get the call from Eric Long when we get a chance. So a 3-2 game now. I don't think it's going to end 3-2. Wenkus to center, playing it into Slovakia territory. Hussar around on the boards, held at the point. Picked up by Marianic. Held in left side, Scuderi. Bumping with his man.
By number 23, Matus Valek, assisted by number 8, Tomas Selic, and number 17, Samuel Pisarczyk. Team Slovakia goal scored by Valek, assisted by Selic and Pisarczyk. Goal scored at 10:42.
So a 3-2 lead for USA. Off the face-off a shot. And a slight piece of that for Hussar. The shot by DeMars. Puck in behind the USA net. Giving chase Wenkus. Took a hit on the play. And USA regrouping with Dinovic. DeMars takes a look. Wenkus to center. Lead pass ahead. Here's Scuderi. Scuderi trying to work off his check, and the puck played away. USA regrouping. Wenkus rings it around the boards in Slovakia territory. USA going for the change with 8:20 left in the period. 3-2 USA U17 selects. Deep left wing, Valeni. And the whistle blows. And a stoppage in play. Drop it outside the USA line. Bergeron with Conboy up front. Michael Tang on the right side. Valeni on one defensive spot. Miniman on the other. For the U17 selects. Miniman in front of his own bench. And it's cleared in by Michael Tang. Madison Capitals tender. Left side Conboy. Left point Valeni walks the line, and a lot of traffic out in front of the Slovakia goal. More traffic than Beck Road right now. And it's right around 5 p.m. Back comes Slovakia to center. Marianic took the shot. Corville kicked that to the corner. Puck played around on the boards, held in at the high slot. A shot towards the net, slight piece of that for Corville. The shot by Hanzik. Conboy trying to get ahead of the play, holds it up at center. Had a lead pass ahead, it just failed to click for Michael Tang. USA in the middle of changes with 7:15 left in the period. It is 3-2, U17 selects. Left corner, Manila. Played up the left boards and Pape put out center ice. Pape tried to work around his man, does in the second attempt. Holding it up at center, letting everybody get on side, Logan Anderson. Young man from Florida who's a tendered player for the Youngstown Phantoms. Slovakia bringing it back. To center, Salic has been good here in the first period. Here he got a shot. That was blocked. USA back in transition. Work it right wing and over the line. Pape, right circle, tried to go out in front, and it just failed to click for Sawyer Schmidt. Schmidt out of the right corner, taking a look. Schmidt back at the right point. Goes left side, Anderson. Working around on the right wing, and a pass just failed to click onside for Cameron Manila. USA in the middle of changes now. 6:10 remaining in the period. U17 selects 3, Team Slovakia 2. Shots favor USA now 11-9. In deep in the Slovakia end was Sung taking a run at Reichlich. Slovakia regrouping. A good forecheck at the end wall by DiConzolo for the U17 selects. Grubb hammered on the play at center. Nothing wrong with that. We play on. Puck to neutral territory and tipped into the USA end. First man there, Caleb Adinovich with a couple of assists here in the first period. Puck to center. Giving chase and just failing to play it into the offensive zone, Jerry DiConzolo. Right corner, Dinovich. Hard around the boards for his defense partner, Becker Wenkus. Held in at the right point, a shot, hit a stick, deflects to the corner. Holding it left point, Jacques for Slovakia. DiConzolo lifted the stick of his man. That was Ferreira. The puck goes the length of the ice. USA called on the icing. Good look at Jakub Husar in the Slovakian end. And a look at a man who's played well offensively here in the first period, number 5, Caleb Dinovich. A couple of stretch passes led directly to USA goals. Drop it to the right of Mason Corville. Slovakia winning the draw. Asking for it right point, Lichnowsky. Shot, and they score! That was a low shot, deflected out in front, and we are tied at 3. Looks like the goal is going to be Valek with his second of the period. Bit of a low redirect. So we're tied at 3. Time of the goal, 15-12. Remember, after the third USA goal, there was a brief timeout at the Slovakia bench, and that seemed to help change the momentum around. So we're tied at 3 now. Valeni at center puts it into Slovakia territory. On the pinch, DeMars. Valeni at one point. At the other point, the shot wide of the net. Severe angle feed at the right post, and Husar got a piece of that. Held in deep by Rylan Rooney. And the puck out center ice. Valeni playing it up the right side.
By number 23, Matis Valek.
Puck taken away, Scuderi coming right in, got the shot, and getting a pad on that, Husar. Valeni left point a shot, and Husar makes the stop.
Schnowski and Botka, goal scored at 15-12.
And this time, we're going to...
So here's Valeni getting it rolling, and Husar made the stop. We try to coordinate the PA announcements along with the play-by-play, but if there's a scoring opportunity, sorry, Eric Long, you're going to be potted down. Face it off to the right of Hussar. Bergeron lost the draw to Rishlik. 3-3 game now. Conboy in front of his man, in front of the player's bench. Bergeron, a hit on his man. Nothing wrong with that. Left wing at Manila. To center, Conboy onside. Conboy trying to work out in front. Running out of space and time, but he drew a penalty, and Hussar makes the stop. The USA will work on a power play in a 3-3 game. This is Gunnar Conboy coming in, being hooked on the play or held. Looks like it's going to be Chongrati with the penalty. And you see the call, it's a hold. Lucas Chongrati. The USA on a power play in a 3-3 game. Shots favor USA 13-10. They win the draw in the offensive zone with Rooney. Right point, Prunty. Takes the return pass. Works left side in the shot. Blocked the attempt by Rylan Rooney. Left side, Tang. Got the shot. And the save made for Hussar. Held in by Rooney, left boards, but forced out. On the rush, Marianek, shorthanded for Slovakia. Being watched in the corner by Prunty. It took the puck away. 3-3 game, USA on a power play. Left wing and over the line, Michael Tang. Checked on the play. And it is Marianek playing at the length of the ice for Slovakia. Shorthanded, so no icing. And Slovakia holding it, trying to center it out in front. Asking for it was Kubas, and it never got there. USA back in the offensive end. Valeni moving in left circle, got the shot. That was blocked, and the puck caroms out center ice. 2:30 left in the period. Excellent flow and 6 goals in this first period. Look out, puck taken away, and the shot, and getting a slight piece of that, Corville, as Halash took it off his man for Slovakia and put it towards the net. I think Corville got a slight piece of that. 35 seconds left in the USA man advantage. They bring it over the line. High slot moving in, and a shot. Save made by Hussar. Set up the late man, but the late man was good. Conboy. Set up by Grubb. And Jakob Hussar makes the stop. 30 seconds left in the USA power play. 3-3 now. Drop it to the right of Jakob Hussar. Directing traffic, Sawyer Schmidt. Excuse me, no, that's not Schmidt, that's Colin Grubb. Grubb takes the draw, wins it cleanly. Valeni at the left point, takes a long look on the USA power play. Put it out in traffic and a shot, Conboy in tight. And the save made for Hussar. And Slovakia will play at the length of the ice, courtesy of Richard Halash. Anthony Valeni starts it up late in the USA power play. Takes the return pass, carries it over the Slovakia line. 3-3. Valeni checked at the right point, sticks his nose in there, and USA keeps it alive in the offensive zone. So we get back to full strength. Centering feed out in front, just failed to click for Conboy. That was Dinovich up on the play. They take it wide with 1:20 left in the period. Conboy looking for the pass from Sung, and it just failed to get there. Back in neutral territory. Wenkus took it away from a would-be forechecker. And it's Marianek playing it out center ice for Slovakia. Puck cleared back into Slovakia territory. Both teams go to change in the final minute of play of the period. 3-3 game now. Moving up the center. Patlevich. And the puck played out by USA. Pape Center ice pass, and they work it over the line. Shot high slot over top of the net by Charlie Miniman. Puck behind the net. Pape looks for a play. Works left corner with Sawyer Schmidt. Schmidt trying to play it back on the left point. Wenkus, a good hold to keep it alive at the left point. Schmidt tied up on the play. Puck reversed around on the other side. Shishka battling with his check, and USA took it away. Out in front, and the shot. And Hussar, a fine stop. That was Pape set up all alone out in front. Pape could have texted his parents. He was so all alone. And he got the shot, and Hussar, who's been tested here in the first period, made a fine stop after USA won a puck battle in the right corner. 3-3, 8.5 seconds left in the period. See if USA's got a design play here. Logan Anderson on the draw, but Slovakia has won a lot of faceoffs here in the first period. And they play it to the corner. Puck held at the right point. Wenkus getting a light shot, and the first period has been played, a 3-3 game after 20 minutes of play. Shots on goal in the first period by USA, 16. By Slovakia, 11. Scoring in the first period went like this. Tomáš Šelić. Šelić got the first goal of the game for Slovakia. They led 1-0 at 1:29. USA came back with 3 of their own, tying the game at 3:22. Gunnar Conboy on a great stretch pass from Caleb Dinovich tied the game at 1 at 3:22. USA came right back. 36 seconds later at 3:58, the goal by Logan Anderson made it 2-1. The assist, Sawyer Schmidt and Cameron Manila. USA kept the beat going, made it 3-1 on the goal by Brooks DeMars from Dinovich at 7:06. And at that point, it looked to me like the Slovakian coaching staff took a brief timeout, and I think that worked. Slovakia came back with a pair of goals to tie the game. It was Matus Valek, first of 2 in the period, at 10:42 to cut it to 3-2, and then Halak, Valek again that's Matus Valek tied the game at 3 at 15:12. So we are tied at 3 after 20 minutes of play. Exciting first period, a lot of goals, and a lot of fun for sure. And you can see the talent on both sides. I'm going to take a break, and Tori Taylor's got some content for you. We played one period of this game between Team Slovakia and Team USA. The U17 selects a 3-3 game after one. And from USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan, you're watching this game and this tournament exclusively on USA Hockey TV.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings with over $600 in digital coupons each week, plus up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Gold medal winning team got it in deep, but then was tied up in behind. And now it's turned over again. The U.S. again, right on the doorstep. They score!
Beautiful empty net goal. You had Riker Lee step into the passing lane, force the turnover, found Hagens down low, got the goalie to come over once he did. Just an easy slide over and back end payoff. Riker Lee
out there.
We'll keep an eye for 28 more.
Hagens now to Stiga. Cuts to the near side. Now cuts to the backhand. Takes a shot and scores! And we're tied at 2. And the U.S. has drawn even.
Saarinen made the initial save, but I think the puck had a little bit of momentum and rolled across. It might have been tipped one more time. We'll take a look at the replay here.
Rayom was was right on the doorstep as well, the defenseman. But the U.S. roars right back in. Setting up Potter, the shot. Save is made by Saarinen. Rebound, they score out front. And the United States has regained the lead. Knocking it in from close range, Shane Versaghi.
And came out the other side with the puck, and what a nice play along the wall for Riker Lee, one of the top players in the USHL last year.
And on cue, you brought up Riker Lee, and he gets the goal.
Kind of a Vaseline puck there. The shot was saved but slithered through the arm.
Picked off, and the U.S. gets a big clear. And a race for it. Empty net. Lee drops it off. Stiga puts it in, and the U.S. is now up 5-2. Good chances. Their best chances come off a scramble or a beautiful pass like that. How about that? That answers that. And we're tied at 1. But the U.S. couldn't knock it home as Keevan was right on the doorstep. Now Keevan down low, drops it back. Mooney scores! Mooney buries it in the top corner, and the U.S. leads 2-1.
The final game of the 2025 World Hockey Championship. Who will break through? The Swiss, who have never won gold, or the United States, who last won a World Championship gold back in 1933. And starting a goal for the Swiss is 37-year-old Swiss legend Leonardo Giannoni, sporting a .946 save percentage in the tournament. And Rigetto back with it. Back to Moser, a long shot. Swayman save, and Meyer can't reach the rebound.
A good battle in front. Andrew Peak doing a job on Timo Meyer, which is not easy to do.
Keller back with it. Throws it back, but deflected puck. Giannoni made a great stop there on Cooley and tight.
Watch Giannoni move out and attack Cooley. I might not know where the rebound is, but I'm not going to let you get it. It's been a physical game. You don't become an excellent defensive team, which both of these clubs are, without being physical. Whatever it takes.
Block a chance now for Nazar in behind Fora. Nazar in, and a penalty coming to Fora. Will it be a penalty shot? Yes. Fora arguing, but Frank Nazar draws a penalty, and now any American can take the shot.
Connor Garland steps in.
Chance for the U.S. to take the lead. Garland winds in, stop.
And Giannoni is all over it.
You don't need a Reiner. Has it picked up by Keller. In comes Clayton. Keller with a move, shoots. Giannoni save, bouncing puck in front. And it was knocked away by Christian Marty, who might have saved a goal right there. Leonardo Giannoni in the Swiss net has set the modern-day shutout streak record, and now for the first time in the history of the World Championship, there'll be overtime. Tage Thompson with Logan Cooley. Thompson in, shoots, scores! Tage Thompson, golden goal! And the United States has won the World Hockey Championship for the first time in 92 years.
Rushevsky trying to get it out front, lost an edge. Now a shot and a goal from a sharp angle coming out from behind, and the United States has tied it.
Better grade A opportunities than, kind of the forced opportunities they've had last time.
Their third chance on the power play, and they score! And Osborne has a hand in it. Higgins gets it back to Rayom. Puts it right in front, and they score! What a setup! Rayom did that yesterday, and he does it again, putting it on a platter. And the U.S. has evened this game at a goal apiece. That's Will Moore taking the face-off and winning it to Potter. Long shot right on, and they score on the rebound. Knocked in on the doorstep. I think it went off of Horcroft, and the U.S. converts on the power play. But they're calling it on Sweden. Higgins puts it in front, they score! What a setup, and Brody Ziemer finally gets it. You said it earlier, he's been there and had numerous chances, and finally he converts here, and it's now 3-2 USA.
Lincoln vehicles are driving at its best, and Heinz Park Lincoln delivers a buying experience to match. Effortless, innovative, and inspired. Let us introduce you to a premium ownership experience with amenities and services that bring simplicity to your life and peace of mind on the road. We're giving you more reasons to love your new Lincoln and one less reason to shop anywhere else. Experience the personal luxury you deserve at Hines Park Lincoln in Plymouth.
Check it out. Sam Adams made a light beer, crisp and easy drinking.
Your cousin from Boston.
For beautiful, for spacious skies, for
New Sam Adams American Light.
The All-American game, and that's where we are tonight. Plymouth, Michigan, USA Hockey Arena, Team Blue and Team White.
Well, here's an opportunity now for Team Blue, walking down the side, around in front, kept out, and finally banked home. And he's going to lead the charge to the bench.
Fakes the goalie out, goes wide, tries to get it back. You can see he's got the goalie out of the net.
The Blue power play. But, wow, that's a shot. I didn't know about that, so, I mean, that's great. There's a shot and a goal. Blue strikes on the power play.
And Will Moore is one of the guys that we said prior to the game to pay attention to. He has got great hand-eye coordination.
He gets it ahead to Crowder, drives to the net. There's an opportunity and a goal. Edison Engel puts it upstairs. And Team White is on the board. Drafted by the Leafs years ago, playing overseas. There's a chance in front. And Team White, just like that, ties it up. Utrin in front. Deflects it into the cage. Tied at 2 here in Plymouth, Michigan. The 2025 Chipotle All-American game. There's a shot by Lee, and he scores! Riker Lee rips it under the bar, and Team Blue takes a 3-2 lead.
And he puts it right in the corner. So what a great shot by Riker Lee.
Kinney wins it. Trets away with it, gets it across. Murtagh couldn't connect. Backhand towards the net. It bounces around in front, and there's the horn, and that'll do it. Team Blue gets a 3-2 win.
Weingarts has grown over the years. Really, as the customer's needs change, we change with their needs.
We've always believed that service goes beyond the sale, that it does not end when you buy a product. Our relationship is just beginning.
We carry top products like the Exmark Radius with Exmark's legendary heritage of innovation, durability, reliability, and comfort.
From our family to yours, thank you for letting us serve you.
Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
U.S. gains the line because Nikki Lee walks in, dishes it across, they score! Great pass by Lee, and the U.S. is on the board, and it's now 2-1 as they cash in on the power play. Try to open up a spot for him early. Now Riker Lee comes in, lets it go, they score! What a move by Lee. He just undressed the defender, got himself into the slot, wired it. Liv made the save, but the rebound was there, and the U.S. is back within a goal. Higgins carries in. Wraparound attempt, and he scores! James Higgins, and it's back to a one-goal game.
Hi, my name's Steve Kiefer with the Kiefer Foundation. There's many forms of distracted driving. Certainly eating and drinking in the car, putting on makeup, talking to other people, talking on your cell phone are all examples of distracted driving. By far, the most dangerous behavior is looking at your phone while driving. Please, when you're behind the wheel, put your phones down and just drive.
Hey friends, welcome back to USA Hockey Arena in the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. Team USA, the U17 selects, are tied with Team Slovakia 3-3 after 20 minutes of play. A lot of goals in the first period. Tori says, let's go to the highlights. This is going to be Silic, Tomas Silic, giving Slovakia a 1-0 lead at 1:29. Great stretch pass out of the zone by Caleb Dinovich, and Gunnar Comboy ties the game at 3:22. So we're tied at 1, not for long. As you're hearing the PA announcement, Logan Anderson going to go right to the rack. A nice pass to the back door by Sawyer Schmidt. USA leading 2-1. They're going to make it 3-1. Dinovich, another stretch pass, and he's going to find Brooks DeMars, who makes it 3-1. And at that point, the Slovakia coaching staff called a brief timeout, and that seemed to change things around. Silic sets up Matusa Valek to make it 3-2. Then Valek scores on a redirect to tie the game at 3. So a lot of goals in the first period, and that man there, Mason Corville, tested along with the Slovakia goaltender Jakub Husar. All goaltenders have a little routine they go through, and perhaps that's Corville's routine. USA and the Classic Whites go left to right in the second period. We are skating at full strength. Talking to some of the NHL scouts here, we all agree this game's not going to end 3-3. So Sawyer Schmidt takes the draw, wins it cleanly for USA, and here we go. Back behind his own net, Wenkus, Des Moines Buccaneer prospect, and the puck out center ice. Wenkus again, put it to the center ice stripe. Silic draws it into the USA corner. Beating the forecheck, Wenkus. Plays it around on the right side. Held in briefly at the point by Budka. Giving chase Schmidt into the Slovakia end. It was played away by the goaltender Jakub Husar. Heavy hit in the left corner, nothing wrong with that. I believe that was DiConzolo. Silic over the line, severe angle shot, left side. Stopped by Corville. Bit of a change here by Slovakia. They get fresh people out there. Silic back on the right point and a shot wide of the net. That was Patlevic. Puck around on the boards, left wing to the half wall, Pisarchuk. Right point the shot. Block did not get through. Another shot blocked, so USA eating their share of pucks here in the period. Back in his own end, Schmidt looking for an outlet in a 3-3 game. Rallied off his own man, Logan Anderson. Right back, hunting that puck as he plays it in, is Simoncic. Puck around on the other side. Held in by Slovakia. Giving chase to the end wall, Jake Prunty. Tied up on the play. Simoncic looking for a pass. They play it back on the point. Simoncic in deep. They let it go right side for Shishka. Shishka in the right corner, hooked on the play, nothing called. Played in deep. Shishka came back at his man, so it's one aside there. Back the other way, Dinovich gains the center ice stripe. A nice play there. Avoids the icing, plays it in deep. Scuderi ducked to his man, and a shot, right wing. And the save made by Hussar. Shot right side, Rylan Rooney. And the puck into Corville. He'll hold it out and get a face-off. Met Ryland Rooney's father in the intermission. Nice to chat with him. Said hello again to Ty Bergeron's father. And there's a young man who's scored a game-winning goal in overtime in this building in a 14-only national championship a couple of years ago, Braden Scuderi. I called that game. And Scuderi prominent in that tournament. For the Rhode Island Selects, I believe they're called out of Mount St. Charles. 3-3 at the left point. Ferreira. Shot did not get through. USA back. Valeni plays with energy. Does Anthony Valeni. Put it in the left corner and in behind the net for Colin Grubb. Colin Grubb, a first-round pick of the Dubuque Fighting Saints, taken 8th overall. Puck pried free. DiConzolo. Put it back on the left point. Valeni on the right point for Miniman. Back behind the net, DiConzolo. In deep it goes and back high to Valeni. A shot blockered away by Hussar. Back comes Slovakia. Jacques to center. Gains the offensive end. Trying to find his man on the left side, Shishka. And that failed to click. Now the puck deep into USA territory. Shot blocked. A rebound attempt by Matej Medvik, and the save made by Mason Corville. Drop it to the right of Corville. Backup is Caden Tate. I don't know if they're going to change goaltenders halfway through or not. We know it's 3-3. That's what we do know. Medvik left point, hard around the boards to the other side for Slovakia. Now they chase it to the corner. Jake Prunty took the hit on the play, goes back behind his own net. The reverse works out center ice. Right wing and over the line, Bergeron. Right wing and a shot right on goal. Nice move by Bergeron first, then Tang and got the shot, and the save made by Hussar. USA right back. Tang over the line, left side. Out in front, and the shot! Hussar, fine stop on Gunnar Conboy. Made the bid for the lead goal there. Good two-man game. And offside are the U17 Selects. So a little chemistry there between Tang and Conboy. I know something about chemistry, ladies and gentlemen. I worked in a refining plant factory for laboratory for 33 years. I know good chemistry, but when you have bad chemistry, you got a mess to clean up. Not so much there between Tang and Conboy. They worked well. Left wing and out of his own end, Budka. Works at right wing and over the line, centering feed, taken away at the hash marks by Caleb Dinovich of the U17 Selects. In deep right corner, Pisarczyk playing it back on the right point for Lisnashki. Shot through traffic on goal by Medvik, and the save made by Corville. And the U17 Select content to play it back into Slovakia territory. 3-3, we near the 5-minute mark of a scoreless second period, but not uneventful. Left point, Budka. Plays it in deep. A shot towards the net, hit traffic. The shot attempt, Samuel Pisarczyk. USA regrouping. Logan Anderson. They work it out center ice. Pass went off a body, deflects back into the USA end. International disagreement in the hockey sense in front of the Slovakia bench, and the boys disengage. And I think we're going to get penalties on the play. I like that. Take them both off or let them go. Pape is going to go off, and Salik off for Slovakia. Don't just take one. Leave them go or take them both. Leave it even. Pape is probably thinking about that hit he took in the first period. So the teams will remain at full strength. 3-3 here in the second period. Long pass ahead. Scuderi finding his man. Scuderi behind the net, tried a centering feed, did, and it was taken away. Held in at the right point by Miniman. Miniman got in the way of his man at center. Slovakia back in counter with Halash, trying to center it out in front for Simonchik, and that failed to get to the net. Now a shot as Richard Halash got there first, and the save made for Mason Corville. He'll hold it out and get a face-off. 5:43 into the period. Early game at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Czechia all over Switzerland 7-1. Here a 3-3 game. Kubas on the draw for Slovakia in their offensive end. Puck laying the dot. They scrum for it. USA, that's one way to win the puck battle. They chase it in deep. DiConsolo leaves it. And a shot. Great stop by Hussar on Ethan Sung. This is DiConsolo beating everybody to the puck. And Sung is hanging back. Late is good here. And a great stop by Jakob Hussar. You know, some people say late is bad. It's bad to be late, but in hockey, sometimes late is good. Correct me if I'm wrong. So both goaltenders coming up large. Drop it to the left of Hussar. Slovakia wins the draw. Hanzik hard around the boards, and it'll go into USA territory, perhaps the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Winning the race for the puck, Cameron Manila. Puck out center ice. Taken away. Gonchar plays it in behind the USA net, picked up by Prunty. 3-3 game, all the scoring in the first period. Pass up the middle, giving chase to Ethan Sung. Put it right out in front, and Hussar, fine stop on the redirect by Jerry DiConsolo. USA will go for a change. Lead pass ahead. Failed to click for Marianic. And USA back in transition. Digging hard to the net, Tang. Put it out in front. And his pass, intended perhaps, turned out to be a shot. Save made for Hussar. Back comes Slovakia. In deep in a centering feed by Simonchik. Just failed to click. Held in by Simonchik. He'll play it in behind the net. USA back in a 3-3 game. Michael Tang holds it up, allowing everybody to get on side. Tang lost an edge, and USA called on the offside at the Slovakia line. Shots favor USA 19-15. That's a 4-3 edge for Slovakia here in the second period, which has been scoreless. Drop it outside the Slovakia line. They win the draw. They won their share of faceoffs in this game. And that faceoff won by Matus Valek. Puck in behind the net. Pisarchuk tried to center it for Valek, who has a couple of goals. The puck taken away. USA back. Schmidt trying to make a play, trying to hook up with Pape, and that's offside by the U17 selects. So we played 7:42 of the second period, a 3-3 game, all the scoring in the first period. the USA goals. Gunnar Conboy, Logan Anderson, and Brooks DeMars. The Slovakia goals, a pair for Matus Valek and a single for Tomas Silic. Chasing it in his own end up the right side, Roman Jacques. Puck taken away, look out. And trying to work out in front. We're going to get a USA penalty. Slovakia driving to the net. And it really started with Jacques. And USA got the hook out, the grip out. See what they call here on the Lincoln Stars prospect, Sawyer Schmidt. He's off on a hook. So Slovakia in a power play in a 3-3 game. Schmidt off at 8:04. Drop it to the right of Corville. USA wins the draw. Held in at the point by Bodka. Bodka almost held it again. Giving chase is Bergeron. Partial breakaway shorthanded. Bergeron got the shot. And he's going to draw a penalty and maybe a penalty shot. We will see. Going to be a holding call. Now Bergeron did get the shot. See, he's trying to work off his check. And the Slovakia player got the grip on him. And it'll just be a power play, no penalty shot. The penalty to Matus Valek. So the sides evened up at the 8:21 mark of the second period. 4-on-4 hockey. The way these teams play offense, this should be fun. USA wins the draw on the offensive end with Colin Grubb. Grubb in behind the net, battling with his man, worked away, centered it out in front, just failed to click for Conboy. Conboy up the left side. We skate 4-on-4. Moving in Prunty. Drops it, Conboy. Got the shot. Score! USA leading 4-3. Conboy put it in top shelf. Little two-man game there with Prunty and Conboy. Conboy starts it. Has a man at the point. Return pass, and it goes top shelf. Time of the goal, 8:38. USA retakes the lead at 4-3. Conboy second of the game. Prunty the primary assist. And you can see a good screen out in front by Colin Grubb. So we remain skating at fore side. I told you this game wasn't going to end a 3-3. Well, it's not going to end 4-3. Chongradi in his own end starts it up. Lucas Chongradi.
Number 11, Gunnar Conboy. Assisted by number 4, Jake Prunty. Goal for Team USA, scored by Conboy, assisted by Prunty. Goal scored at 8:38.
So USA leading 4-3. Again, we're here all week. Games tomorrow, games Friday, and the third place game and the championship game Saturday. Get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400. Tori will have a graphic up many times over the course of our broadcast, not only today but the rest of the tournament. You'll be able to see when the games are. They're at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 4:30 Eastern Time. 4-3 USA now. Twisting and turning Pisarczyk, and the U17 selects take it away. Bergeron trying to work around his man. Lost the handle on it as he cut right to left. To center and on the drop. Silic works it over the USA line. Silic a shot, severe angle. Corville fought that off, caught it in the shoulder. Left point Ferreira. Working around right point, a shot wide of the net. USA trying to get it out in the 4-on-4, and they succeed. Jacques at center. Put it in the USA end. Look out. Dinovich. Surveying the situation, 4-3 USA. Dinovich split the defense. Lost the handle on the puck. Ran out of space and time. You can see why he's a Waterloo draft, a Waterloo Blackhawks prospect. Brief power play for USA now. Valeni in his own end, winding it up. Lead pass, a stretch pass to center for Braden Scuderi. Ran into Conboy, and that created an offside at the USA line, at the Slovakia line, excuse me. Again, we mentioned Braden Scuderi, a Cedar Rapids Rough Rider tender. Scored a game-winning goal in overtime a couple of years ago in this building. A national championship game-winning goal for his team. We might show that. We've got it somewhere. I know we've got it in the archives. Miniman at center. Playing it deep into Slovakia territory. Hussar around on the glass, and it goes into the protective netting. We get back to full strength on all sides. 4-3 USA. Shovelers out. So a bit of a break. Again, we mentioned all the players not only tendered but drafted by USHL teams, and there's a ton of them. Alexander Ferreira for Slovakia is with Fargo. And look at all the USA players. Logan Anderson, Ty Bergeron, Gunnar Conboy, Rylan Rooney, Braden Scuderi, and Michael Tang are all tendered. Those are the highlighted players in gold. The rest are just draft choices. And from what I've seen from all of these players, whether it's Czechia, Slovakia, or USA, pretty good talent out of the 2009 date of birth group. There are some other players that are drafted by Canadian Hockey League teams. Mason Corville is one. Jerry DiConsolo is another. And there are a couple of others as well. Bottom line, there's a lot of talent. I don't care what you want to say on social media. There's a ton of talent in this tournament. That is for sure. War 3 USA will drop it to the left of Hussar. Slovakia has done a good job on faceoffs, and they win another one with Reichlich. And the puck out of play, so a stoppage in play with 9:26 left. Slovakia took an early 1-0 lead. U17 Selects took a 3-1 lead in the first period. Slovakia tied it up on a pair of goals by Matus Valek. And now Conboy, his second goal of the game here in the second period. It's 4-3. Slovakia wins another draw. They'll set up shop behind their own net. Pass up the left side for Shishka. Working over the line is Oleshak. Taken off the play. Scuderi had the stick slashed out of his hands. That's going to be a Slovakia penalty. USA will work on a power play. It comes at 10:52. Penalty looks like it's Kubas going off on a penalty. 16, Tomas M. Kubas. 4-3 U17 Selects. Conboy takes the draw on the offensive end to the right of Jakob Hussar. Conboy in a scrum won the draw. Valeni at the left point. Working around left side. DiConsolo had his pocket picked. Look out. Slovakia the other way. And Valeni got in the way of his man. That was Hanzik. Puck in behind the net in Slovakia territory. And they'll dig it free. And Lifshnowski and Hanzik work to play it into the USA end. 8:40 left in the period. Valeni on the drop. On the rush and over the line. Ethan Sung takes it wide. Severe angle feed. And it just failed to click. for Colin Grubb. Sung and Grubb working well there. Corville out. Plays it up the left side. Sung on the rush. Put it to the high slot. Gives chase to the right point. Ethan Sung on the USA power play, which has a $1.05 left in it. Sung on the right point, taking a long look. Tried to play it ahead deep, but that was intercepted by Valek, and Valek plays it to center ice. Prunty takes a look in behind his own net. USA taking their time with 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Slovakia real aggressive on the penalty kill. We saw that in the first period. Mariana, good play. Ahead of the play is Rooney, and that failed to work, and Slovakia plays it the length of the ice. Jake Prunty up the right side for Rooney. Scuderi on the rush, tried to go inside and out on his man. Not buying it, Chongradi. And the play whistled dead late in the USA power play with 7:24 left in the period. Face it off in neutral territory outside the Slovakia line. 17 seconds left in the USA power play. Logan Anderson on the draw. It goes left side for Manila. Manila playing it into Slovakia territory late in the power play. To the end wall, Sawyer Schmidt. Work it back on the left point. Waiting, taking the shot, was blocked. The shot attempt, Cameron Manila. We get back to full strength. Schmidt right wing. And we are back at full strength in a 4-3 USA lead. High slot Pape works it left side. Shot hit a ton of traffic, did not get through. That shot by Cameron Manila. And Slovakia content to play the puck the length of the ice. Play whistled dead on the Slovakia icing. Good look at Matej Medvik of Slovakia. Stay-at-home defenseman. Drop it to the right of Hussar. USA wins the draw with Bergeron. Puck to the end wall. Battling there. Gunnar Comboy. Bergeron left side. Work it to the high slot. That went off the stick of Caleb Dinovich. He'll go back into his own zone to play it. Dinovich on the Slovakia side of center. Comboy tips it into the corner. 4-3 USA. Conboy left wing. Bergeron left corner had Conboy out in front. Pass didn't get there. Conboy intercepts. Takes it left wing. Conboy out in front. And that hit traffic. USA, couple of players out in front. That just failed to click. Salic, left wing for Slovakia. Halas over the line, got the shot. Save made by Corville. Kicked it to the corner with under 6 minutes left in the period. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Bergeron trying to work around his man, who didn't buy it. Good defensive play by Alexander Ferreira for Slovakia. Giving chase in the Slovakian end, the defenseman Wenkus up on the play in the right corner. Battle for it 2-on-2, and Wenkus gets back into his normal defensive spot. Put out in front, they score! That actually started in the right corner. USA winning some puck battles. Sung in behind the net. Found his man, Jerry DiConzolo. This starts right here. This is dirty work done cheap. And out of the scrum is Sung with a man out in front, Jerry DiConzolo. But if, again, we say it all the time, it really started with that puck battle in the right corner. And Sung out in front, no mistake for Jerry DiConzolo. 16 from 12 and a second assist for sure. Time of the goal, 14:30. 5-3 USA. Dirty work done cheap by the U17 selects. And as we said before, it's National Work Like a Dog Day. And in that corner, the U17 selects did just that. They work like dogs. That's a compliment.
by number 16, Jerry DiConzolo.
Now Sung to center, takes it wide. Sung 2-on-1, out in front, they score! DiConzolo comes right back. And it's 6-3. So some chemistry there with Sung and DiConzolo. And Jerry DiConzolo, a pair of goals. Let's see, 35 seconds apart. Sung picks it up at center, takes it wide. And all alone at the left post, Jerry DiConzolo. We're going to get a goaltending change for Slovakia. Going to be Nico Zak-Havel in goal. Not sure you could fault Jakob Husar, though. So USA up 5-3. Jerry DiConzolo and Ethan Sung team up for a pair of goals 35 seconds apart. So there's the goaltending change, Nico Zak-Havel. Actually played in the United States last year. We'll develop that story when we get a chance.
Team Slovakia, number 29, Nico Zak-Havel. Goal for Team USA, scored by number 16, Jerry DiConzolo. Assisted by number 12, Ethan Sung, and number 13, Colin Grubb. Team USA goal scored by DiConzolo, assisted by Sung and Grubb. Goal scored at 15:05.
6-3 USA. They've exploded for 3 goals in the span of about 7 minutes, and 2 goals in the span of 35. So Nico Zak-Havel in goal for Slovakia. He played in the United States last year for the Atlantic Coast Academy. Put up some pretty good numbers, a 2.61 goals against average, a .924 save percentage. Corville got a stick on a shot by Podkanicki. Played around on the left side. So the USA has exploded for 3 here in the second period. Puck shot deep into the Slovakia zone, a couple of shots, and Havel tested right off the hop. Pape a shot, DiConzolo a shot. Or that was Sawyer Schmidt, excuse me. .63 U17 selects. Logan Anderson takes the draw to the right of Havel. Anderson won the draw, shot right off the draw, and the save made for Havel. Right point, Dinovich. Pape, his shot, sticked away by Havel. Pape had that original shot off the faceoff. So USA asserting themselves here in the second period. Schmidt in his own zone. Puck back to the U17 select defense. Under 3 minutes left in the period. Pape couldn't handle it at center. It goes deep into Slovakia territory. Bodka around on the left side. Slovakia working it over the line with Simonchik. His shot wide of the net. Right side, Lichnowsky. Put it back on the left point, Changradi. Valeni up the left side for the U17 selects, and they'll put it back into Slovakia territory. With 2:20 left in the period, USA now leading 6-3. I don't think it's going to end 6-3. These teams like to play offense. Miniman around on the left side. Bergeron ahead of the play. Takes the pass and took the hit. Tang onside and over the line, took the hit on the play by Chongradi. Tang knocked it down at the Slovakia blue line. Finds Bergeron right wing at the half wall. Ty Bergeron, Muskegon Lumberjacks prospect. Left point a shot. Over top of the net. Manila the shot. Bergeron. They work at right point for Prunty. His shot right on goal. A right pad stop by Havel. He'll stop another one from the left point. So he's been tested early on in his time here in net. So again, Nico Zach Havel played for the Atlantic Coast Academy. That's out east. In 33 hockey games, a 2.61 goals against average, a .924 save percentage. And you can see he's a big goaltender. Drop it to the right of Havel. 6-3 USA, a $1:30 left in the period. Slovakia wins the draw. They've done a good job with that. Puck played in the USA end. Prunty up the right side. Hard around the boards. Sung finding DiConsolo. DiConsolo put it in deep. Sung working out in front with DiConsolo. That just failed to click. Shot left point by Manila. Did not quite get through. Sung with a minute left in the period. Colin Grubb working with DiConsolo in behind the net. Right point Prunty. Shot through traffic, knocked down at the defense. Sung in behind the net, left it there. Grubb picking up the play right side. Grubb to DiConsolo. Dirty work done cheap by the boys. 2-on-2 in behind the net. They continue to battle. DiConsolo out of the scrum and the puck taken away by Slovakia. Good check at center by Prunty on his man Shishka. Back comes Scuderi. Out in front and a shot right on goal. And the save made for Havel. Rooney in the corner, battling with Scuderi. Rooney out of the corner. Holds it at the goal line. Out in front of backhand. Great stop by Havel. USA coming close there. That was DeMars coming in deep and tight. Running out of space and time. And again, USA winning the puck battles. Rooney looking for a man. And again, late was good for DeMars. Love the overhead shot. This is good work by Nico Zach Havel. Drop it to the right of Havel, left of Havel, 3.2 seconds left. Trying to take it to the net, Rylan Rooney. Put it in behind the net, and the second period is in the books. USA with 3 unanswered leads 6-3 after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal in the period by USA 16 for a 2-period total of 32. By Slovakia 6, and they have 17 after 2 periods of play. 3-3 after 1 period of play. USA took a 4-3 lead on the goal by Gunnar Conboy, his second of the game, from Jake Prunty at 8:38, 4-3 USA. Then it was the Jerry DiConsolo and Ethan Sung show, and they scored a pair of goals 35 seconds apart. DiConsolo's first of the game at 14:30, giving USA a 5-3 lead. DiConsolo from Sung, and then Sung hooked up with DiConsolo 35 seconds later to give USA a 6-3 lead. Colin Grubb drew the second assist on that 6th USA goal. So a 6-3 USA lead after 2. Coming up in the second intermission report, Tori Taylor's got some content for you. And we'll take a little break and gear up for the 3rd period of play. Pete Krupski's my name. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it, no matter where you're tuning in tonight, either live on a Tuesday evening or on one of our replay archived editions. The USA U17 selects 6, Team Slovakia 3 after 2 periods of play. And from USA Hockey Arena on this Tuesday evening, you're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. We'll be back in a moment.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or a new golfer, swing over to the home of indoor golf. Play the most advanced golf simulators in the world. Train with a PGA Pro. Entertain friends and family with great food and a full bar.
X-Golf. Play, train, and entertain.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the experience you get with our local trusted advisors is different. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
Call Tammy Brown today.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings with over $600 in digital coupons each week, plus up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Now the U.S. trying to answer. Moore going right in, takes the shot, and is it in? It is! The official points at the net, and so the U.S. answers quickly. Will Moore getting it home, and now the U.S. has life back within two. Coming on that weak side, now Mooney looking for an alley to thread it across. Instead brings it to Hensler. Now to Mooney, the one-time rocket, he scores!
Well, that's what the United States needed. It only took him 36 seconds.
Down ice. Trying to force the turnover as Parkey is successful. Zellers scores! Will Zellers puts it in high on the glove side, and the U.S. gets their third of the day.
This tournament's been awesome. Obviously, there's been a lot of people text me that don't normally watch a lot of my regular games, and they're just saying that was one of the coolest experiences, sporting events they've ever seen.
It's hard not to get excited as a hockey fan. I think it was an unbelievable celebration of hockey. You know, it's best on best. It's great for our sport. It's great for opening eyes of potential opportunities moving forward on how we could create these types of events, you know, maybe a little bit more consistently. It's great for the sport itself. I think it could inspire another generation of young players to want to play the game, like some of the events that impacted my generation. There's so many people that are responsible for that, probably no one more than the volunteers at the grassroots level. I think that's the impact that events like this have.
Playing in the USHL helped me a ton. I feel like you show up as a young kid, 16 years old, you're playing against guys that are 18, 19, 20 years old, and guys that have been drafted, guys that are ready for college hockey, guys that are a little bit older than you, and I feel like it really helps your development from a young age, and I feel like it's no surprise why guys are having so much success that have played in the USHL, in the NHL right now.
Program helped me become the NHL player that I wanted to be, basically through amazing coaching, reps, and becoming stronger physically. You're going there to get ready to play college hockey, to someday hopefully play in the NHL.
Youth hockey players in the United States can advance to the USHL or the NAHL. NAHL players can join the USHL. From there, athletes from both leagues have the opportunity to advance to college hockey and ultimately the NHL. That player pool is eligible to represent USA Hockey in international competition, including the Olympic Games.
Both leagues do an excellent job of preparing the individual for the rigors of not only college hockey, but pro hockey. So we have a lot of trust and belief within the model in getting players from either league.
The strengths of USA Hockey Junior Leagues are fueled in part by smaller footprints, meaning less time on a bus and more time on development. That development includes 3 to 4 weekly off-ice weight training sessions, regular video opportunities, both as a team and as an individual, 3 to 4 on-ice practices a week, and weekly games against fierce competition, including the USA Hockey National Team Development Program.
These athletes have that inner drive, and if they're just in a safe, healthy environment where they're enjoying their experience, good things are going to happen. And the track record of that happening through the USHL North American League has been outstanding.
If the Four Nations team, you look at the team here, all the guys that have played in the USHL, been TDP, played in that developmental league, and the success that they're having, I feel like that's the best route to go, and very fortunate for my time in that league.
The structure in place as part of the American development model has resulted in overwhelming success.
The USHL has become, to me, the best junior league in the world. I just am so impressed with the level of play.
Every year I see an age group come up through USA Hockey. It amazes me. Every year it seems to be bigger, faster, and more skilled.
There's tons of excitement around junior hockey in the States, and I think it's just a great opportunity to, be a little bit closer to home and be able to still accomplish your dreams.
The opportunity is there for any kid that wants to become a really high-end player. It's all right there for you. There's great practices, there's excellent coaching, and again, the competition level is great.
Nearly half of the top 5 NHL draft picks since 2019 have come from the USHL, including 3 #1 overall draft picks.
Far over 90% of our players are coming out of the USHL, the North American Hockey League, in the U.S. National Development Program.
Most of the kids that stay where they're at or go to that next level within the U.S. program are the ones that generally have the most success. The superstar players and the all-stars and the players that are leading categories in the NHL consistently now are Americans.
You're seeing incredible development and truly great players come from the United States at record pace.
More than 280 USHL alumni played in the NHL during the 2024-25 season, meaning almost 30% of the league funneled through the USA Hockey player path.
What's impressed me most about USA Hockey is that there's just different on-ramps and off-ramps for these kids to just continue to play.
And then it's about allowing them to have fun and enjoy the game and keep the player pool bigger for longer.
You go to all these cities throughout the States and the fan bases are just tremendous.
For my 3 boys, they not only prospered and learned about the game of hockey, but they also learned life lessons. And quite frankly, the experience were unbelievable.
Our country just has a tremendous amount of opportunity at a lot of levels to continue to grow.
And at some point in time, we're going to call on you. 4 World Juniors, 4 World Championships, 4 Olympic teams, 4 World Cups, whatever it may be.
I think there's no greater time than right now as far as what the excitement should be of what we can end up being as we continue on our journey of what USA Hockey is.
Here's Fiddler. Hesitates. Fiddler. Right on. Score! Fiddler seeing a shot as Padel right through the wickets, and it's 1-0 USA.
Good patience by Fiddler at the point. He was waiting and waiting and waiting for traffic. Got a couple fakes to try to get outside the shot blocker's lane. He does, and little innocent wrister. I think he just missed it with his stick.
Welcome back to Texas, and just like that, it's a 1-1 game as Mikhail Severchik curled around and ripped it in, bar and in. His first of the tournament. We apologize as we missed the live look for you. It's a 1-1 game. That's a tough area of real estate. Wrist shot, score! They've got the lead! Severchik again! Second of the period, 2-1 Slovakia.
When you win or lose a draw, you got to know what you're doing. This one was just a stick battle on the boards that Slovaks were able to corral. And when you're hot, as Severchik is in this game, as soon as it's on his blade, he rips this one to the glove side on the short side this time. Really no chance there for Quinlan as he got it up and underneath the bar.
Fiddler drives it in deep. Puck below the goal line, centering Pete in front, score! Plaznica
in front, taps it in. We're tied up at 2. Simple forecheck, turnover by the Slovaks behind their net, and a quick little pass out to the net front. Kwasnica beats his guy to the net front, one times it across his body and into the upper part of the net, and that's a great start for Team USA. Kwasnica gets him even. McKinney weaving, shooting, score! McKinney a rocket, and the United States has the lead. It's 3-2. Third of the tournament for Cole McKinney. It's massive here in Texas. Pretty simple power play again. Get it back to the top, and we're going to see a great net front presence there. Moore stands right in the vision. McKinney with a quick little wrister, and Team USA is back in the lead. Lisi puts it across. Hovan shoots, score! Hovan ties it up, 3-3. Yeah, Hovan's got his 5th of the tournament. We're tied up again. Well, you talk about a response. The Slovaks come back. It's just a simple drive wide, and you find your man Hovan off on the side. Great dipsy doodle there as Lisi enters the zone, kind of fights through traffic. Fairchild had it, lost it. Keevan picks it up, reshot, score! Benjamin Keevan, the OT winner, and the United States will take bronze here in Texas. Put that one in a very hard position for that goaltender to save. He's going to the right, and he goes back to where the goaltender came from. It's tough to get that pad back over there, and Keevan scores the big goal that get Team USA the bronze medal.
Everyone says they want to stand for something, but not everyone knows where to start.
We are not everyone.
Kicked around the far side. Up the wall, Martin can't get out. Puck is loose, they score! Potter wires it home on the glove side, and the U.S. has life. Now down 2 with 4:31 left. Able to get it out to center and take the pressure off. Now Osborne brings it up. And they score again! It's now a 1-goal game!
Ben Keevan, lethal, found him in the slot, buries a no-doubter. You could feel that.
Just one small act of distraction can destroy lives forever. In 2016, my son Mitchell was killed by a distracted driver using a cell phone. Now Michigan has passed a law that makes it illegal to use electronic devices while driving. Only hands-free methods are allowed. The hands-free law is in effect June 30th. It's too late for my son Mitchell, but other lives can be saved. So put your phone away and just drive.
This copyrighted production of USA Hockey TV is the property of USA Hockey and USA Hockey TV. Any reproduction or restreaming without express permission is prohibited.
Hello again, friends. Welcome to USA Hockey Arena in the 2025 U17's Four Nations Tournament. We played 2 periods of this game between Team USA, the select U17s, and Slovakia. Team USA leading 6-3 after 2 periods of play. 3-3 after 1, 3 unanswered by the U17 selects in the second period. See what happened in the period. So this is Prunty on a and the shot by Gunnar Conboy. 4-3 USA at 8:38. Now this is great work, board work in the corner by Colin Grubb, and Ethan Sung finds Jerry DiConsolo out in front. USA leading 5-3. Sung and DiConsolo going to work again 35 seconds later. And they make it 6-3. Time of that goal, 15:05. So we are about ready to start the third period of play. See the puck in the foreground. The National Team Development Program does play here. This is not the National Team Development Program. This is a separate USA team. And as you can see, some pretty good talent. And really on all sides. Mason Corville remains in goal for the U17 selects. Nico Havel in goal for Slovakia. And here we go in the third period, USA up by 3. Sawyer Schmidt picked off on the play, and it's cleared out of his own zone by Becker Wenkus. Slovakia regrouping. Pisarcik in front of the penalty box area, and they draw it back to Alexander Livsnovsky. Livsnovsky being checked on the play. Slovakia trying to get it out, and they do, but the puck taken away by Sawyer Schmidt. Over the line, a pass by Pisarcik did not get to his intended receiver. So now the puck loose at center, and a Slovakia player down on the ice. And a stoppage in play. Going to be checking to the head, a USA penalty. It's going to come at 44 seconds. I want to say hello to all the media tuning in. I know you're clipping some of our replays. Don't mind it at all. You know who you are. And the discussion's going to be here, I'm sure, more than 2 minutes on the checking to the head penalty. So a 6-3 USA lead. Slovakia player remains on the ice. Now he is getting up slowly. And the question going to be here, 2 minutes or more. Slovakia player getting up slowly. Good look at Nico Zak-Havel. He came in after USA made it 6-3. Again, we mentioned his record last year playing domestically in the United States at the Atlantic Coast Academy. They put nothing on the board as yet on the penalty. I'm sure Slovakia is looking for more than 2 here. Checking to the head. And let's see what they put on the board. Just a 2-minute penalty. Pape off on the penalty. Slovakia trailing by 3, working a power play. Shot left wing on goal, sticked away by Mason Corville. The shot looks like by Pisarcik. That might have been Rishlik. No matter, the save made by Corville. Drop it to the right of Corville. Slovakia has done an excellent job winning faceoffs today. High slot moving in right wing, and a shot by Dusan Olejak, and the save made for Corville. Mason Corville played last year for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Junior Knights. He's a Flint Firebirds draft pick. Drop it to the left of Corville. Slovakia wins the draw again. Maybe something USA will have to work on. Grubb plays it ahead. Conboy gives chase on the penalty kill. It's played away by Havel and out of play. And into his bench, it looks like. .134 left in the penalty to Mark Pape. 6-3 USA, a face-off in the Slovakia zone to the left of Nico Zak-Havel. USA wins the draw with Grubb. Good smart play. They move it back to the USA end on the penalty kill. Conboy with 2 goals. Defensively playing it in behind the Slovakian goal. Pisarcik leaving it. Takes the return pass, and here comes Slovakia on the power play. Set up shop in the offensive end. Shalik takes the return pass beyond the goal line behind the net. Tomas Shalik. Work it to the high slot, right side. Pisarcik at the right dot. Cross ice left wing. And a redirect out in front. And the save made by Corville. On the redirect outside the blue ice and a pileup. And The whistle blows. So the shot from the wing, they weren't trying to put it on goal. They were just trying a low shot and looking for a redirect, and it came. Pretty nice play. But Corville with the stop. Take a look at the chaos out in front. And that was Shalik with a good opportunity there, and chaos in the blue ice. Slovakia remains on the power play. Work it to the right side and the high slot. Butka checked on the play. Good defensive play by Logan Anderson, and the puck back into Slovakia territory. Valek winds it up, has 2 goals tonight. Valek in behind the net, right side, wraparound. Good stop by Corville. Pisarchuk takes it left corner. Work it around right side. Seam pass, left wing, they score! Pisarchuk, and it's 6-4. Pisarchuk, a driver in that whole power play, and he rips it in to make it a 6-4 game. They'll set him up eventually from the left circle, and there is traffic out in front of Corville. 17 the goal. Time of the goal, 2:31. Salik was out in front looking for a deflection or a screen. But the goal will be Samuel Pisarchuk. 6-4. USA on it in the offensive end. Valeni at the left point. Shot towards the net. And I think they hit the traffic before it could get to Havel. Now a shot outside the blue line, the save made by Corville.
17, Samuel Pisarchuk, assisted by number 23, Matus Valek, and number 27, Oliver Botka. Power play goal scored by Slovakia, scored by Pisarchuk, assisted by 23 Valek and 27 Botka. Goal scored at 2:31.
So a 6-4 game now. I think it's going to end 6-4. Right side, Pat Levich, and it's out center ice. The battle for it in front of the players' benches. Slovakia trying to get one more here. But look out, over the line is Sung. Out in front, DiConsolo waits, took the shot, scores! And DiConsolo with the hat trick. All 3 goals set up by Ethan Sung. USA reestablishes a 3-goal lead. It is 7-4. DiConsolo with the hat trick. This is Sung going wide right wing. DiConsolo waits and goes backhand. Time of the goal, 3:18. 7-4. So Jerry DiConsolo with the hat trick.
Scored by number 16, Jerry DiConsolo. Assisted by number 12, Ethan Sung, and number 13, Colin Grubb. Team USA goal scored by DiConsolo, assisted by Sung and Grubb. Goal scored at 3:18.
So 3 goals for Jerry DiConsolo, 3 assists for Ethan Sung. And it's a 7-4 USA lead. Puck up the middle, caroms into Slovakia territory. Medvik back to get it, can't get it out. But now getting it out, Slovakia on a change, they'll play it the length of the ice, but no icing. USA right back, Pape dropping it. Sawyer Schmidt put out in front of the players' benches. Now a lead pass for Pape. He'll take it left corner. Pape looking for a pass. Heavy hit by Logan Anderson on his man. We play on. Pisarcik, left wing and over the line. Took the shot as he was trying to work around Charlie Miniman. And the save made for Mason Corville. Holds it, gets a face-off. 4:36 into the period. 3-3 after one. USA leading 6-3 after two. And the teams have traded a goal aside here in the third period. Drop it to the right of Mason Corville. He's gone all the way in goal for the U17 Selects. Face-off won by Rylan Rooney of USA. High slot, knocked down by Brooks DeMars. Taken back by Slovakia. Left wing the shot, and fighting it off and making the stop, Mason Corville. He'll hold it and get a face-off. Slovakia right back on the counterattack. Corville shaken but not stirred there. He made the stop. Drop it to the right of Corville. (7-4) now. Another face-off win, this by Kubas. First shot blocked, second shot went off a stick. Neither shot got to the net. Dinovich leaves it in behind his own net. DiConzolo just failed to click for Sung. Following up, Dinovich. DiConzolo hard around the boards in the Slovakia end. Right side, Colin Grubb. DiConzolo back on the right point, Dinovich. Left point, a low shot wide of the net. Might have been intentionally wide, the shot by Becker Wenkus. And Slovakia brings it back. A shot towards the net by Dusan Oleszak, and the save made by Mason Corville. Hold it and get a face-off. Cameron Manella, one of the real good defensemen for Team USA. Played last year at the Brunswick School. Rylan Rooney takes the draw. And a 7-4 USA lead. Slovakia wins another draw. Patlovich, a shot wide of the net. Picked up by Manila. And USA will get it out to neutral territory. Slovakia content to chip and chase back in the USA end. Played up the left side to Mars. Just failed to click for Rooney. Rooney giving chase in the forecheck in the Slovakia zone. Manila steps up from the penalty box area. Draws it back behind the Slovakia goal. Chongradi taking a look around, forechecked off the puck. Dinovich faked the shot, he'll go to the right circle. Take the shot, and maybe a slight piece of that for Havel, or it went wide. And the lively Karam goes the length of the ice. No icing on the play as USA took that shot. DeMars in his own end. Manila steps to center. Right wing and over the line, the pass connects for Brooks DeMars. Slovakia bringing it back, 6:30 into the period. Teams have traded a goal aside in the frame, 7-4 USA. Long shot from center by Botka, and the save made by Mason Corville. Drop it to the right of Corville. Minutemen having a chat with Ty Bergeron. They get their assignment set up. This time Bergeron wins the draw for USA. Played around on the left side, Conboy. Up for Bergeron. Checked on the play. Valeni back behind his own net, and they work it around on the right side. Bergeron chasing him with Conboy. Bergeron over the line, coming right in, and they're going to call it just a shade offside. And Slovakia doesn't care for that. They thought Bergeron came in and got the shot anyway. So this is going to be hard feelings the international way at the 7-minute mark. Let's see what gets called here. Slovakia did not like Bergeron taking the shot after the whistle blew. Mariana going off. Conboy going off. Bergeron going off. Miniman going off. And for Slovakia, it's Podkanicki. And one more. So this is all going to offset. 3 aside in the penalty box. 7-4 USA. That's Budka. He's in the Slovakia penalty box. So 3 aside, I think it's all going to saw off. So a bit of a delay. The USA goals tonight, a pair, a hat trick that is, for Jerry DiConsolo, a pair for Gunnar Conboy, singles for Logan Anderson and Brooks DeMars. The Slovakia goals, let's see what we got here, a pair for Matus Valek, singles for Tomas Salic and Samuel Pisarcik. Meanwhile, discussion on the penalties. My only thought is it may be all offset. Tournament continues tomorrow. Pair of games 1 and 4:30. Thursday is a practice day for the players. Off day on terms of games. And then Friday and Saturday we finish it up with the third place game Saturday at 1 o'clock. The first place game 4:30 on Saturday. Tickets available by calling 734-453-8400. Looks like the only penalty on the board to Bergeron. So Slovakia will get a power play out of this. That's what it looks like to me. And that's what they got on the board. I don't know if we get the call on the PA from Eric Long. But now there are 4 USA players in the penalty box and 3 for Slovakia. Slovakia with the extra man and a power play. USA wins the draw defensively out of their own zone, play at the length of the ice. They'll bring it out.
For Team USA, number 11, Gunnar Conboy, and number 19, Charlie Meinman, both assessed 2 minutes for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. For Team USA, number 20, Ty Bergeron, a 2-minute minor for roughing, 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct, and a 10-minute misconduct. And penalties for Slovakia. Number 12, Samuel Marianic. And number 22, Ivan Gonchar. As well as number 14, Christopher Podkanicki. All assessed a 2-minute roughing minor and a 10-minute misconduct. All penalties assessed at 7 minutes.
So there you go. Slovakia with a power play here, trying to get back from 7-4. Salic behind the net. They work it to the high slot. Shot through traffic wide. Feed out in front, taken away defensively by USA. And with all these players in the penalty box with 10-minute misconducts, the coaching staff going to mix and match and try some other line combinations and other combinations in general. Puck goes into Havel. He'll hold it long enough to get a face-off. Anthony Valeni, a Muskegon Lumberjacks prospect. Played at Detroit Honeybake last year, so he knows his building well. Honey Baked playing CompuWare quite a bit in this building over the years. Slovakia brings it out late in their power play. Dinovic tying up his man. USA working hard. They'll play at the length of the ice. Havel plays it back behind his own net. Shiska put it in the USA zone. Dinovic hard around the boards, and the Slovakia power play has expired. We get back to full strength. 3 players aside in each penalty box, each with 10-minute misconducts. So they're pretty much out the rest of the game. Lead pass ahead, giving chase. Halas with 2 goals in the game. Halas tied up at the end wall by Manila. Puck around on the boards, Manila giving chase. Rattled off a body, held in at the right point, Livsnovsky. Shot through traffic, knocked down at the defense by Prunty. Held along the boards by Halash. He'll hold it again, and now it's forced out center ice. Prunty giving chase, but the Slovakia has it. Salish put it into the USA end. Giving chase, goes back to the left circle, losing an edge, but getting the shot on his knees. Lucas Chongradi, and it went wide. USA back left wing, Rylan Rooney. Plays it right side for Scuderi. Scuderi trying to hook up with Rooney. And Slovakia has enough of that. The sand wedge plops down at center ice. Dinovic over the line. Puck taken away. Back comes Slovakia. Shot from the left boards by Chongradi on goal, and the stop for Mason Corville. We'll hold it and get a face-off. We may be getting more penalties. 9:29 left in the third period. Looks like more penalties. This one to Slovakia. This is going to be Reichlich. So the penalty box a little more crowded. So if you like what you see, hey, we'd love to see you here at USA Hockey Arena the rest of the tournament, and this is the schedule. Should be a pretty good game on Wednesday. Czechia and Slovakia. It's a 1 o'clock tilt. USA will take on Switzerland. That's on Wednesday. We get a day off in terms of games. On Thursday, Friday, Slovakia against Switzerland. And people are already saying, hey, Czechia against the USA should be really, really good on Friday. And then the championship Saturday, the third place game at 1 o'clock. And the game for first place at 4:30. Get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400. Luke, Peter, Caleb standing by. They will take care of all your ticket needs. Anyone else in the ticket office will take care of your ticket needs. Give us a call at 734-453-8400. You can also go to the USA Hockey Arena website to get tickets. So USA will work on a power play. The penalty to Patrick Brischlick at the 10:31 mark. Drop it to the right of Havel. Good face-off win, USA and Colin Grubb. Left point, Valeni. Puck taken away at the half wall. Puck chipped ahead, and Corville goes out and plays it away from the on-rushing player, Tomas Kubas, and out of play. One thing I've noticed about Slovakia, they are very aggressive killing penalties. They'll go to the offense while killing penalties. Drop it to the right of Corville. Shots favor USA now 33-21 in the game. So USA in the period, if I read it right, 1 shot and 1 goal. Pretty good batting average. DeMars at center. Picked up by Michael Tang. He'll draw it back into his own end for Caleb Dinovic. Dinovic in behind his own net. An offensive driver for sure from the back end. Dinovic over the line, takes it wide. Left side, Tang. Tang takes a long look on the USA power play. Tang gets the return pass. Right side to the shot, DeMars. Slight piece of that perhaps for Havel, or it went wide. Puck back at the USA line for Dinovic. Plays it in behind the net, trying to get there first. Roman Jacques. Jacques can't not quite get it out, but now on the second attempt, Slovakia does. Good back check by Michael Tang defensively. And the puck in behind the USA net, 40 seconds left in the USA power play. 8:05 left in the third period. Dinovic takes a long look. Tang over the Slovakia line, being tied up on the play by two Slovakia players. Following up, a pass between his legs, and Tang's going to draw a penalty. He got knocked down in the play. So USA will have a two-man advantage for 25 seconds. Question is, 5 different Slovak players in the penalty box. I wonder if they'll all fit. So a 5-on-3 for USA. Time of the penalty, 12:07. Medvik getting the penalty. So with so many USA players in the penalty box, perhaps the coaching staff mixing and matching. USA a 5-on-3 power play. They win the draw. In behind the net, Colin Grubb holding on to it. Valeni as they pack it in on the 5-on-3. High slot, DiConzolo. Right wing, a shot wide of the net. The puck skips out center ice. That shot by Grubb. DiConzolo winds it up. And it was Grubb on the shot that went wide. DiConzolo in behind the net, centering feed for Sung. Right wing, a shot. That looks like Manila, and that went wide. Excuse me, that's Pape. 22, not 21. USA with a 5-on-4 power play now. Sung over the line. Pape deep left wing, knocked down on the play. Knocked down by Patlovic. Patlovic trying to get it out, plays it up the boards for Slovakia, but not out. DiConzolo with a hat trick. Finds Sung in the high slot, checked on the play. Back comes Slovakia. And smart play. Valek draws it back to his own defense, and now Slovakia plays it the length of the ice. Valeni starts it up late in the USA power play, which has 40 seconds left in it. Scuderi, wide left wing, trying to move out in front. Poke checked on the play by Chongradi. And Slovakia content to golf at the length of the ice. Back to get it, Caleb Dinovic. Up the left side, DeMars. Cuts across the grain to the right, gains the Slovakia zone. Dinovic, right point, moving in. Tried to pass or a shot, went off a stick and out of play with 3 seconds left in the USA power play. 7-4, U17 selects with 5:55 left in regulation. Drop it to the left of Nico Zach Havel. Sawyer Schmidt on the draw for the U17 selects. They'll drop it again. Time winding down in the USA power play. Jacques up the boards, and it goes back into USA territory. Dinovic up the left wing, chopped ahead by Pape. Taken away by Jacques. And Slovakia over the line. Pisarchuk looking for a pass. Instead they go Seam pass, right side, Salic. Not happy with himself, he ripped it wide. USA back, Schmidt. Trying to turn away from the check of Valek. Left side, Wenkus. USA does get it out. Slovakia playing it back into the USA end, Reichlich. USA back with 5 minutes left in regulation. Pape picked off on the play. Dinovich recovers for USA, plays it up the left boards. It missed. Pape goes the length of the ice, and this will be icing on the USA under 17 selects. More pushing and shoving. But I think the boys need to take a look at the time and place. Going to get penalties on the play. This might be one aside. Going to be Chongradi for Slovakia. And Logan Anderson saying hello to his friends in the USA penalty box. All of this at the 15:07 mark. So this will saw off. We will remain at full strength. Face it off to the right of Mason Corville. Schmidt on the draw, but it was won by Slovakia again. A shot right point blocked by Pape. The shot by Alexander Lishnovsky. Out of play, and so we'll drop another face-off. So the pace is slowed down perceptibly here. Pete Krepsky's my name. Thank you so much for tuning in. No matter where you may be turning in, I know it's evening in Slovakia. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Slovakia wins another draw. Shot right side, Seamanchik, wide of the net. Puck shot back into Slovakia territory, and USA called on the icing. So things have slowed down a bit here with 4:38 remaining. If you're new to international competition, we don't go 3 stars after the game. There will be a player of the game on each side, and the winning team will have their national anthem played. That's typical of international hockey. Sung won the draw, and the puck cleared out of play and into the USA bench area. So there are some differences in international play versus, say, the United States Hockey League or college hockey or the National Hockey League. No national anthem before the game. National anthem played for the winning team after the game, among other things. Slovakia wins another draw. They have been very good on faceoffs. DiConzolo's been very good with 3 goals. Takes it wide. Tried a centering feed, blocked at the goal line. Slovakia bringing it back. Sung on the back check. Got into his man. That's Reichlich. USA content to play at the length of the ice. And they're called on another icing with 4:08 left. Face it off to the right of Mason Corville. Caden Tate is the U17 select backup. We might see him in the next game. Don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. Slovakia another face-off win, but Sung to center. Just gained the center ice stripe. USA in a change, so Sung a good job to play it in deep, and USA gets a change. Quickly and cleanly. Under 4 minutes left in the third period. 3-3 after 1. USA led 6-3 after 2. Teams have traded a goal aside in the third frame. Left wing and over the line, Halas. Severe angle shot, and Corville looked behind him, but I think Valek, that is, shot it and hit the side of the net. Asking for the puck right wing is Wenkus. Left side Valenia shot and a pad stop, right pad stop by Havel. USA with 34 shots in the game now. DeMars works at left wing. Rooney out in front. A severe angle shot, deflects on goal, stopped by Havel, stopped the rebound. That rebound attempt by DeMars. Back comes Slovakia. Pass did not connect for Simonchek. Centering feed out in front. Simonchek scores! And it's 7-5. Bit of a broken play. That man there on the left, Jakub Simonchek, found that loose puck out in front. See him there. And he put it in. 10 with the goal. Time of the goal, 17-13. So things could get very interesting now. Got to wonder if Slovakia will pull the goaltender here. Perhaps call a timeout. So it's 7-5. Puck back to the Slovakia blue line. Puck taken away, neutral territory. Di Consolo draws it into Slovakia territory. Botka around on the boards. 7-5 game now. Here they come to center.
Scored by number 10, Jakub Simonchek. Assisted by number 20, Richard Hallis. And number 19, Patrick Reichlich. Slovakia goal scored by Simonchek, assisted by Hallis and Reichlich. Goal scored at 17-13.
Puck held along the corner long enough to get a face-off with 2:05 left. Looks like we're getting a timeout here, Slovakia. So we'll set the stage for you. USA U17 selects 7, Slovakia 5. Timeout on the ice surface, a face-off in the USA end. You wonder if Slovakia will pull the goaltender. So a teaching moment for both sides. 3-3 after 1, 6-3 USA after 2, and now it's a 7-5 game. It looks like Havel will go to the bench. Slovakia going to pull the goaltender. At one point, USA led 6-3. Teams trade a goal aside here in the third period to start. It was Pisarchuk making it 6-4 at 2:31. Di Consolo with the hat trick at 3:18 to make it 7-4. And now Simonchek for Slovakia to make it a 7-5 game, and the Slovakian net is empty. They're going with the extra attacker. Really a good test, a good teaching moment for both sides with all the players in the penalty box. So maybe some guys that don't normally play in a situation like this are there now. I don't know, I'm just speculating. Face off to the left of Corville. This time USA wins the draw. Good face-off win by Schmidt. USA will play at the length of the ice, and they'll be called on the icing. Slovakia has done a real good job on face-offs. But there, Sawyer Schmidt won the draw defensively for the U17 selects. Schmidt talking to the bench. Looks like he'll take the draw. Valek goes in. Well, it'll be a right-handed shot now. At the right circle, and USA wins another draw. Good defensive play, Logan Anderson. And the U17 selects called on the icing with $1:50 left. So Slovakia's pulled the goaltender. They have a face-off in the USA end. It's like Valek will take all the draws. for Slovakia on that left side for them. They'll drop it again. This is Valek, Valek against Logan Anderson. 7-5 USA, 150 left. Valek won the draw. Has 2 goals. Silic to the left corner. Being checked there by Wenkus. They work it to the other side. Pisarcik to the high slot. They work it left side. A lot of traffic out in front of the USA goal. Ton of traffic. Shot wide of the net. Went off the traffic. That was Valek with the shot. Valek again along the left boards. High slot Butka. Working around right side. Butka. Hallis. Right wing a shot. Looking for the seam pass. Was blocked. Another shot. And that was blocked. Wraparound. Failed to click. Butka moves it left side. Valek waits. Got the shot. Might have been blocked by the defense. Minute left. And the net knocked off the moorings. Slovakia had some good cracks. And the USA net knocked off the moorings. So Slovakia got what they wanted offensively. Take a look at some of the action here. Butka finding the man with 2 goals, Matus Valek. Scramble out in front. That was Olejak. Behind the net, and again, the shot Valek. Not sure it got all the way through. And then the net knocked off the moorings. So all the players that got 10-minute misconducts are back available for the final 55.8 seconds. Bergeron, the last lone player in the penalty box. Drop it to the right of Mason Corville. Valek won another draw. Shot high slot blocked. Butka took the shot. Silic. They work it to Butka again. Right side Pisarcik. Left side now right wing the shot by Pisarcik, and USA blocking their share of shots. Butka takes it again. 30 seconds left. USA up 7-5. Pisarcik plays it in deep. Moving in deep left side Valek. A shot towards the net. I don't think it got through. USA will golf at the length of the ice. And they'll be called on the icing, and U17 selects might want to get a fresh group out there, maybe not. Mason Corville has stopped, let's see if I read the clock right, 24-28, 11.9 seconds left. USA 7, Slovakia 5. Slovakia's pulled the goaltender. They have a face-off in the offensive end. See if USA can win another draw defensively. And they do. But the Slovakia has the puck. Time winding down in this one. Rooney forcing his man out center ice. USA broke open a 3-3 game with 3 unanswered in the second period, led 6-3. And they win this one 7-5. Shots on goal in the third period by USA 3 for a final game total of 35. By Slovakia 11, and they had 28 in the game. USA wins it 7-5. You can see the U17 selects a lot of speed, a lot of skill, and they will be interesting to watch the rest of the tournament. See who gets named the player of the game for each.
The game. Today's player of the game for Team Slovakia is number 23, Matus Valek. And today's player of the game for Team USA is number 16, Jerry DiConsolo. Congratulations to both players and good luck the rest of the tournament. And now please turn your attention towards the flags for the national anthem of the United States, presented by Heinz Park Lincoln.
So at the playing of the national anthem,
USA Hockey and
USA defeats Slovakia 7-5. Early game, the 1 o'clock game. Czechia beat Switzerland 7-1. And now the boys shake hands. Let's see what we got for highlights. Slovakia is going to take a 1-0 lead at 1:29 of the first period. Tomas Selic with the goal. USA comes back in a hurry. Dinovic, a fine stretch pass, finds Gunnar Conboy. Ties the game at 3:22 of the first period, 1-1. USA's coming right back. Logan Anderson's going to go to the net. Rewarded with the goal. It's 2-1. U17 selects at 3:58. Dinovic, another stretch pass, connects to Brooks DeMars, and he makes it 3-1 at 7:06 of the first period. But Slovakia not quitting. Selic finding Valek for his first of two. Valek scores on a redirect at 15:12 of the first period. We're tied at 3 after 1. USA 3 unanswered in the second period. Prunty finding Conboy, and he tucks it under the bar at 8:38 of the second period. Conboy's second of the game. Now some great work by Colin Grubb and others. Ethan Sung finds Jerry DiConsolo, his first of 3 at 14:30. 5-3 then, and then DiConsolo at the left post, set up by Sung. 15:05 of the second period, a 6-3 USA lead after 2. Slovakia coming back, and this is going to be Samuel Pisarcik scoring at 2:31. USA coming right back. DiConsolo with his hat trick at 3:18 from Sung and Grubb. 7-4 at that point. Later on in the game, with about 2:40 left, the final goal of the game, Jakub Simonchek, and USA wins it by a score of 7-5. We have action tomorrow at the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. The 1 o'clock matchup, Czechia against Slovakia. And then the 4:30 matchup, USA and Switzerland. You can't make it, we encourage you to get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400. We'll have the games right here on USA Hockey TV. So that'll do it for this one. USA U17 selects win it by a score of 7-5 over Slovakia. Thank Torrey Taylor for his good work. We thank all of you out there for watching. So until tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. My name's Pete Krupski. The final in this one. Team USA, the U17 selects 7 and Slovakia 5. Good night, everybody, from USA Hockey Arena.